Finally had no work today, and I really have nothing to do today except I have a boxing class and I have to run later. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go back to my old gym, figure it out over there, just go and do some random side quests over there. Was that worth the shot? Saturday. Did not mention this, but I went out partying last night pretty much. And you know what I'm saying? Kind of let loose a little bit. I'm hungover right now, bro. Like, I have a crazy headache. It's not too crazy, but I just feel hella sluggish. But got work. Gonna thug it out. Gotta make this money. And then after, I gotta go hit arms. But it is what it is, bro, I gotta do the stuff that I need to do. Sometimes I'm always just the last one here, bro. Damn, man, it's moments like this that I'm gonna remember for a long time, bro. No. gonna talk about something. Hold up. AC's way too loud, bro. I'm gonna talk about something like a little mistake that I did earlier this month. Oh, you know what? It's October right now. A couple weeks ago, actually. This is pretty recent. I got a group of friends, right? I got a group of friends, and I grew up with these guys, alright? Ever since, because this whole year changed my life, during 2025, I would say I transformed myself, for sure, into not a fully new person. I still need a little bit more time for that, right? But I definitely, like, got ahead of, like, the person who I was before, right? I just leveled up in general, just with everything, except money. But this eventually led to me thinking and comparing to my friends, right? So as I'm comparing to my friends, I think I'm like way higher level than them. I basically develop a huge ego against them. I kind of place myself ahead of them. Think about the bigger picture. I always hear the term, you surround yourself with the five people you surround yourself with is like the average of you. That's just what I hear all the time, and you know, it hit me, and I thought about my friends after that, right? And I kind of just went in depth with each one of them, their values, who they are, and I completely ditched the fact that these guys were my brothers, and that these guys are my best friends, you know, my lifelong friends for so many years. Me placing myself above them made me look down on them heavily, right? The idea I thought of is to bring them up with me, right? Because I was at a level where I was getting no competition, and competition is the best way to grow as a guy. So I wanted competition, and the way I try to bring these guys up is by criticizing the fuck out of them, and that was the biggest mistake that I did. You know what I'm saying? I got on their ass individually. I turned into Kanye West, basically, like the way he turned on Twitter, like the Grant Garcia shit too. Like I basically turned into freaking Kanye. I was doing some Kanye shit to my friends, like telling them like, I'm up early and shit, lifting, I'm running and shit. Damn, bro, like y'all got no lives, bro. Y'all don't want to do anything. Y'all don't want to go out and socialize and have fun. And y'all bored as fuck. I was ranting like crazy, bro. And I was doing this for about a month or two. I was kind of just getting the word out that I'm like working and they're not. And then I'm like better than them, right? And I thought this whole thing that I was doing was a good thing. The biggest thing that I learned, you can't change someone. I was trying to change everyone. I was trying to change them. My whole objective was to motivate them and change them for the better. It was, genuinely. But the key takeaway from this, you cannot change anyone. That's it, honestly. You can't change anyone by forcing it too much, and I forced it way too much on them. So the lesson I learned from here, I would love for them to change, and the only way for them to change and level up, the best way that I've noticed for myself is being the role model and leading by example. That's how you get the results for the people that you want to change to actually want to change. Because when you get on their ass, they're not going to want to listen to you, bro. So if you really want that person to hop on the same path as you, no matter how much you try to tell them or force them to get into it, they're just not going to get into it. So the best thing you can do is lead by example, be the role model, keep doing you, and let them follow through with that. So yeah, dude. So crazy, bruh. But those guys are still my brothers, alright? Like, I've known them for so many years, bro. You know, there's things that they can level up on, obviously. They'll find them themselves. You know what I'm saying? They'll find them themselves. And yeah, that's the only way they're gonna get it, you know? So another day, yeah. Another dollar. Gotta go sparring today. And before that, we usually run sprints, and I'm never looking forward to them. Ever. I'm never nervous about him. I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, we got sprints and then sparring today. And it just like, but you know, it's something when I know it gives me that pressure. Like, even as soon as I wake up, I'm like, damn, I got to sprint and spar today. That's good. When there's pressure on the line, it means you're doing something right. And I'd rather feel that than like pleasure and shit, you feel me? So, it's a good thing. It is. Leave that alone. That's not yours, right? She loves grass. Come here. Dude, she's in the house all day, but once she goes outside, completely different mood. She acts all sad inside the house, sleeping on the couch all day, and when she comes outside, completely different dog. Why do I feel like an old man? So as it stands, I am finally detoxed from only Instagram, but Instagram was the main distraction, man. Instagram took away all my progression. If I'm gonna just run it down real quick, the time I didn't have Instagram, I made the most progress in my life. Of my YouTube channel, my self-improvement habits, my physique. I was locked in, no external validation from the world. You know, I was just living in real life, real time, no distractions. Nothing, dude, taking care of myself. So the way Instagram distracted me was, it was just girls, man. Like, you know, like when I had Instagram, trust me, I did not scroll at all. I never even scrolled on Reels ever. I didn't view anyone's stories. I didn't care about what the hell they were doing. No offense. Like, I could easily just like put a 3-minute timer on it, like how I did before. But in the head, dude, when I know my Instagram is still out there, I think I just like the idea of being like on Ghost, you feel me? Like, I want my shit to be on Ghost. I don't want it on the platform, and I just want to put my main focus away from that. I want to put my main focus on my channel, put my main focus on my growth. And I proved that from getting off that app for 6 months, bro. Looking back at it, I made the most progress when I was off the app, man. So it's time to really lock in, you know. I had my degenerate phase already. I had my all fun phase. That was for 4 months. Partying, you know, going out with different girls. I already experienced that. Not a lot. It was only 4 months, but and looking back at it, you don't look back at that phase and be like, damn, I miss partying. Damn, I miss when I was talking to all these girls. You don't look back and miss that shit. You know that? You really just miss the discipline era. That era when you were just truly disciplined and you saw yourself grow. 0 distractions. I knew I wanted to go back to that phase soon, but I just didn't commit to it. And now it's finally time to commit to it. So, gonna lock in with the channel. Gonna lock in with a business. The business is on a come up. Okay, I got 2 businesses. One I can't get into detail with. The other one is actually my mentorship. I'm gonna do one-on-one coaching, one-on-one mentoring for a full month. Okay, that form is in the link in the description below. You can fill that out. But my purpose is to help people, whatever the hell they're going through. I want to help people get out of that shit ASAP and transform that into just momentum of success, dude. Because that's exactly what I did, right? Went through some shit. Yeah, I let it fucking hit me, you know? Yeah, I let it drown me a little bit, but then converted it, transformed it into energy of just crazy momentum to build myself back up, right? And the reason why I'm doing this is because I put myself in a position where I imagine myself, if I was already rich, what would I do? What was something that I would do to get back to humanity and bring people up? This is exactly what I would do, okay? This is gonna sound super weird to their friends, to my friends who watch these videos. I'm only waiting for y'all to go through some shit so y'all can come to me and I can help you get the fuck out of that. But I mean, obviously, I don't pray on nothing bad on my friends. It's just that when they go through shit, I want them to know that Luke's got my back. Like, obviously, they're gonna have to get themselves out of that shit. But I put so much energy and effort to really make them fully get out of that. And I'm saying this not to boast myself. I'm saying this in a way, you can talk to anyone, bro. But I'm gonna be that one guy that actually makes you commit and holds you accountable. It's weird, it's because like God gave me this gift. He makes me actually give a shit about people who are going through similar traumatic events, you know? It could be anything, dude. I'll make sure I help the person get the ball rolling again. Get him out of that shit.